Hey guys, I'm Jeff the Homestead Dad and welcome to the Homestead. So I haven't done a video in a little bit. I wanted to update you guys on a couple things. Not last night, but the night before, we had a storm come through and there was a decent amount of wind. And in the morning, the kids were like, hey Dad, the garage is gone. This one right here. It had blown over and was upside down right over there. Thankfully, it didn't hit the house. It didn't blow into the pool, but it was upside down and some of the parts were out. So I have to say, these Harbor Freight garages are pretty stinking durable. We've had the other one blow over as well, and we just flip it back over and we're good. The reason this one blew over was I had just set a couple cinder blocks on the supports, because when we put this one together and set it up, the ground was so hard. Hey sweetheart, can you open that zipper for me? The ground was so hard that I couldn't get the ground anchors in. So with all the rain soaking the ground, I was able to muscle the ground anchors in. So let me show you guys. So here's the ground anchor. Now it's wired up. Hopefully we don't have any more problem with this thing blowing away. So that was one thing that had happened. I've winterized the pool. If you guys follow us on Instagram, Homestead Dad on Instagram, I've winterized the pool. I did it myself, so hopefully the pool's here next year. Well, it'll be there, just whether or not there's water in it or not. I took enough water out of it that it's below where the pump pumps water back in, and I bought a cover and I bought all the chemicals. So I still need to, you can see I've ratcheted the strap around it. It's pretty tight. I've also hung some milk jugs on it so that it's got a little bit more wind protection. I'm going to take those and put them in the barn so that they're not, they don't freeze and get all the water out of them. Why don't you get down, sweetheart? So that is the second thing that we've gotten done. Also, we've gotten to work on the lean-to situation for the barn. If you guys have been watching for a bit, you know we've been talking about putting a lean-to off the barn so that we have a little bit more storage. So we sold some things that we weren't using all the time, a couple couches and a table, which has created a lot more room in the barn. But if we get this lean-to done, we'll have significantly more space in the barn and we can actually set up our shop the way we want to. So I started digging with the tractor. My dad has come out and you can see he dug a little footing along here. It's actually going to go another about 10 feet that way. So I need to do some more digging that way, but my dad's going to come out today, build up the forms, and then we're going to pour a footer along there. So I think he's actually picking up cement as we speak. But all of this dirt that was dug out of here needed someplace to go. So yeah, yeah, buddy, what's up?
We're putting cement along here.
We're gonna put cement along there. That's right. If you guys want to turn off the electric fence,
I can.
well maybe
I think I can.
Lou can, and you guys can let the chickens out. That would be fine. As I was saying, all of that dirt needed someplace to go. So I'm gonna take you guys down there and show you. On the way, I'm gonna show you one more thing I did. So if you have a high tunnel or have looked into a high tunnel grant, you have to finish out the whole contract. And part of my contract was planting radishes for winter cover. Hey look, the grass that we planted is coming up here. How nice. It's starting to come up in a few little places. That's great. So I used the high wheel hoe and I plowed up this area, raked up this area, and then overplanted or overseeded the radishes. So I'm waiting for confirmation from my NRCS agent. You can see it's super duper humid in here because obviously the humidity has no place to go. But it's nice and warm. So hopefully now I'm good with this, and now I can do kind of whatever I want with it. But with regards to the dirt that was dug out from along where the lean-to is going to be, needed some place to go, right? So it went over here. So you can see we've got a target out there from right up by our barn where the high spot is to where the target is right now is 100 yards. So that gives us an on-property 100-yard range. Now, this is where the house is going to be built at some point in the future, but if you guys have watched the videos recently, you know, with construction costs, we're waiting a little bit. So I've got more dirt. I'm going to extend it a little bit that way. I'll probably extend it a little bit more that way. And then we can do some pistol shooting down here too. We can just come down here, hang some targets. I'm going to put some T-posts up, run a wire between them, and then, or 2 wires between them, high and low. And then we can just put targets up and shoot. Last thing I wanted to show you, I probably won't show you all of it, is it is hunting season here in Michigan. And I think I've told you guys, I've hunted less since we moved out to the property than before we moved to the property, just because I have so many projects. But if you look over my shoulder there, there's a shooting lane there, there's a hunting house, we cut off a little bit lane there, of a lane over on the corner, and then we cut a lane down that way, all with a specific intent that we could use that for gun season as well. If you look, come back over here. If you look over here, so here's where it comes to, and here's where it goes. So it would not be near where the high tunnel is, so could shoot this way as long as nobody's over here, which there wouldn't be when we're hunting. It would be fine, and actually would be shooting downhill, which would be even better. Same thing shooting that way. I cut the path such that I'll put the goats and hope in the square pasture, and then wouldn't have to worry about them being in the way either, and we'd be shooting into a hill. So that's what we've been doing, just trying to clean up, move some things around, burning some garbage that has been around for a while that just needed to get taken care of. We cut along here. You can kind of see where let me see if I can show. There's some watermelons. There's one. I planted these watermelons too late in the year, so they never really got up to size. But that's what we've been doing the last week or so. In a nutshell, you can see either the chickens or something else ate that and got everything but the skin. So even though we're not eating it, it's not going to waste. I still need to take the fence off here and rototill this in so that for next year, but I think I may just cut it down, and then if I'm going to rototill, I'll rototill in the spring, just to leave some cover over it so the dirt is not dry or bare. So that's what we've been doing. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you aren't following us on Instagram, you should be. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you and your family as he has so richly blessed ours. And I will see you guys in the very next video. Guys, I'm Jeff the Homestead Dad, and welcome to the Homestead. You guys are a little bit dirty. Let's start this again.